It's food o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Iceland have just brought out a brand new range of £1 products for 2024. I'm gonna say about time. About time they're doing this. Now we have 2 jumbo sausage rolls here for £1. For me, growing up in the UK, Iceland, being a frozen food store, I was probably knee-high to a grasshopper when they opened up the first Iceland store in Barry town centre there. And I remember the excitement because it was all about cheap food. Cheap frozen food, just fill up your freezer, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And I feel that certainly over the last 3 or 4 years, Iceland have changed. They have changed. Some people might see it for the better, some people might see it for the worse. So they've gone into like collaborating with companies like TGI's, Harry Ramsden's, pizza companies, Heinz baked beans, that sort of thing. But what they do because they have to pay a license fee to use the word TGI Fridays or Harry Ramsden's, the price gets bumped up through the roof. You can buy, if this was a Harry Ramsden's or a Greg's branded sausage roll, which they have in Iceland, this would cost you probably the best part of £3, maybe even 4. But being just Iceland on their own, and being that there's a recession on at the moment, they brought out a brand new range of frozen products, from potato tots to beef and onion slices, bags of chips, that sort for £1 per item. And I think it makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense that they've gone into this market because people are struggling. People are struggling. People don't want to pay £3 or £4 for some jumbo sausage rolls. They want Iceland to go back to their best in these situations, which gladly they have done, and bring out a pound pack of 2 jumbo sausage rolls. So you can even put these in the air fryer at 14, I'll just turn it down, 1400 watts. And it goes in between 14 and 16 minutes. 15 to 17 minutes in the air fryer from frozen. So let's have a look at these. I wouldn't be surprised if they come from the same factory that makes the Greg's sausage rolls, you know? Wouldn't be surprised at all. One. Now. Oh, they literally just about fit. Well, one's gonna fit. The other one's going to be a bit, well, we'll try and wangle this in. We'll wangle it. They're slightly sitting on top of each other. When they warm up a bit, I'll move them apart a little bit. But yeah, they go in the air fryer. Boom, they're on. So, I will be back when these are cooked. Right, these sausage rolls are done. Let's turn them off. Look at those. Now I have turned them upside down. I generally do that. I like to spin things around, even in an oven. I'll get things spun over and make sure it's all cooked properly, but they look great. Wow. These are £1. Look, just looking at these, I mean, if they were in a artisan bakery, or if you were at a beer festival and you come across these sausage rolls, you probably pay what? £3 for one? They look really, really good. Really good. So I've got a knife, I'm going to cut one open. So that's it, kind of dissected right there. Lovely pastry. I mean, how much pork do we actually have? So pork sausage meat is 45%. So less than half of it is 45%. But then again, you're getting a lot of pastry and you're only paying £1. Well, some of the meat will be made up of like cereals, that sort of thing. It smells good. Let's get it. I mean, it's okay. Pastry's tasty. I think the air fryer brought out the best in this sausage roll. The casing has become, it's almost crispy and crunchy. Some of these sausage rolls, if you cook them in the oven, they can be a bit sloppy. They can be a bit wet and damp. What's that famous, I don't watch it, my wife and kids watch it, talking about soggy bottoms on a pie. Mary Berry, I think Mary Berry would be proud of this. It's like a sage and onion. It's nicely kind of got a nice pepper flavour to it. The meat, it is a little bit watery. You can kind of tell it's £1, but that's okay. That really is okay because it cost £1. It didn't cost any more. So now it's cooled down a bit. I gave it about 10 minutes that side. Then I flipped it over and I give it about 10 minutes on the bottom. But it just means that it's cooked. Look at the steam coming out of it. It just means that it's cooked this sausage roll to perfection. It really has. Look at that bit of kind of lovely bit of pastry there. So the rest of the ingredients, yeah, lots of wheat, lots of flour, soya, potato starch, you know, that sort of, you know, a bit of onion powder, salt and pepper. You're getting 45% meat in your sausage roll. If you did go to an artisan bakery, then you probably get, you know. But what I find interestingly with these artisan bakeries is when you buy a sausage roll from them, the meat can become a little bit overpowering. It can be a little bit too much meat, and you're probably praying for a little bit more kind of pastry. That's what I find with, they look great in the shop window, these expensive sausage rolls, but you probably just find that it's all just a bit too meaty. Does that make sense? It's nice to have some pastry. So I'm going to rate it. £1 for 2 sausage rolls, that's 50 pence. 50 pence for a jumbo sausage roll. You can't go wrong. This day and age, 2024, where we are in the world, lots of people with not much money, you can't go wrong with this. If you're on a budget and you want something to eat cheaply, get down to Iceland and buy some 2 jumbo sausage rolls for £1, and maybe if you've got another £1, buy yourself a bag of chips there as well, because they sell chips for £1 too. Sausage roll and chips for tea, can't go wrong, £2. My rating, this is excellent value for money. Excellent value for money. It may not be the greatest sausage roll I've ever reviewed in my life, but for value for money, this is great. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.